Hi, it's definitely not Pi Day as it's April 18th when I'm filming this, but I was tagged by Gunpowder Fiction and Plot and I really want to do this tag, so here we go. Howdy, I'm Sam and I am I'm going to run through the Pi Day book tag. This is an original book tag made in honor of Pi Day, but I am doing extended Pi Day and I am going to, celebrate today, because why not? This is an original tag by Literature Science Alliance and it's really cool. It's only got 5 questions, so it shouldn't take too long. Pi is an irrational number. Name a character who you feel is irrational. This was a tough question. I really struggled to land on a character, or one character, because I don't know, there's so many irrational characters, usually villains. And I decided to go with Joseph Kavinsky from The Raven Cycle. Now this is reaching into the second book, The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater, and you meet him in the first book, and then he has a much stronger story arc in the second novel in the series. He's not managed by anybody, no parental units, no teachers, nothing. So he's wild. The best way to describe him is that he has a drug problem. He's a rich boy and he is just driving around, drag racing, and harassing the locals, and I guess he's violent. I don't know if you would call him violent, but his behavior is unhealthy. You learn when you learn why he acts the way that he does. It is irrational, and it's not the healthiest approach to things, and that's just the only thing I can say without giving any plot points away. Pi comes in from the word perimeter, which means perimeter. Talk about the book that has to do with borders between countries or worlds. The Shades of Magic trilogy by Victoria Schwab. This is about a man that can travel between multiple worlds. The worlds are stacked up like paper, essentially, but they're multiple Londons, and each world has its own level of magical powers. Grey London, which is where we live, has none, and then I think it goes to Red London, which is the one that the protagonist lives in. Kel something. He lives in that London, and he acts as kind of like a messenger between the different worlds, and he manages to smuggle an artifact from another London, which is the Black London? Yeah, Black London, which has so much power and magic that it can't sustain itself, and it's overrun and overgrown. And then there's White London, which is wedged between Red and Black London. They have a lot of magic and it's corrupting them, and the Black London seems to be hedging himself into their world. So anyway, it's really about transitioning between these worlds, and it's mostly about the characters, but it's also about that. And Pi is a constant. What is a comforting book constant in your life? I will have to go with my favorite book in the whole wide world, and that is Space Opera by Catherine M. Belated. It is awesome. Coined as Hitchhiker's Guide to Eurovision in Space. So there's that. It is often compared to Belente's writing, and especially in this book, is often compared to Douglas Adams, and it's funny, it's witty, and it's just overall good time, and it's just so well plotted. The characters are marvelous, and it's super colorful. I just absolutely love it. and I wouldn't call it a comfort read, but it's definitely one that I keep gravitating back to, and every time I read it, I just renews my spirit. Pi is infinite decimal places. What is a series you feel will never end? I'm going to give the same answer that she did and say the Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. The world is still expanding. We are expecting another 3 books pretty soon, I think. I don't know. And I read the first 6 in that realm. The Mistborn series, at least, and it's ever growing and it's awesome. So I don't want it to end, but yeah. What's your favorite pie? And name a book that you feel embodies that pie. I'm giving you 2 responses to this. I've got a sweet and a savory. Sweet is apple pie. I'm thinking classic American, delicious. Oh, I'm going with sourdough because it's a comfort pie, and that's a comfort book for me. I actually just recently reread it and I absolutely adored it. Savory, touche pie, which is a Canadian French pie. And for that, I am going with Last Night in Montreal by Emily St. John Mandel. This book it's definitely something to savor. It's about, I want to say, a road trip, kind of along the lines of Lolita, in that you have a young woman who runs off with this man and you don't really know what's going on. This is a mystery that is being unfurled, and they're on a road trip and they're running away from something, and you're trying to find out what that something is. And she is constantly on the run, and she finally ends her trip in Montreal. And number 6 is to tag some people. I haven't decided who I'm going to tag just yet, but I'm going to tag them down below. That's it for now, and I really enjoyed this tag. It's delicious. I hope you liked it too. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I will be seeing you very soon. And so enjoy your pie and books.